Yeah, man, people, sorry about that, man. Good night to everyone. Respect to everyone that's come through already. JPL review, week 9, whole lot of games gone on already in the Jamaican Premier League. But look, I have a special guest today. I'm not alone today. I have a local brethren where, we're going to come and chat, about the JPL, So, yeah, you're going to get his ideas. I'm going to pick his brain. I'm going to let him give you guys his prediction, who's going to win, so check him out. I'm going to get him on the show right now. No other than Liam, man. Wagwan.
Oh God, there, I go ahead, brother. Mm-hmm.
Good. When if I hear feedback in the back, in the background.
Nah, enough for my side.
Alright, cool. Yeah, me name it again. Yeah, man, bless up. Wagwan. Thanks come true, man.
There, man, I
First
go
time on
easy,
show. Yeah. How was the day so far, man?
Not bad. Come in from work, then take a look at rest. So me get to figure, one talk.
Yeah. Me don't know. What me I hear in the background?
My
If me I,
background.
me I try, me don't know if you have something in the background around, like me every time I talk, and
Mm-hmm.
then me hear something, me don't know.
Oh, it's probably the eater on. That's the only thing that on.
Oh, alright,
You still hear
cool.
it?
No, man, good.
Alright,
We can deal with that.
cool.
Yeah, man. So, yeah, crazy game happening over the weekend, man, yesterday and today. But before we go into the show, man, tell people who's your favorite team.
Well, for my kid, probably age 10, 11, Chelsea was always option for me. Don't know why I like the Blues from a tender age, growing up.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's always London for me.
Local team,
Local team and again.
junglist. So we
Yep.
have two junglists on the show right now. And I don't think this is fair for the people.
No,
I don't think it's fair for the people to have two red and black in the house right now.
no,
You
no,
know?
no. My friend accept it.
Yeah. But how you enjoying the Jamaican Premier League so far? Match day 9.
Well, the mixture of it different, as you can see, result coming in today with Mount Pleasant going down
Yeah.
to a last to 10-man Cavalier. So, it's a mixture. It's a mixture. We don't see
Yeah.
it yet until probably the mid-season night. So we'll just
Yeah.
go and watch it. No high expectation yet.
Yeah.
We have to just look probably at the smaller team than where they stand right now.
Yeah. Couple days ago, Cavalier got took down by Robin Hood from Suriname. You surprised after that result? We don't have a Jamaican Premier League going directly into the run of 16.
Not really surprised by the result because as you notice, Robin Hood is a team always consistent going into that run of 16. So there was
Yeah.
no really big surprise to me.
HarbourView, Stars of the East. What's going on? With Ludlow Bernard and Sean Fraser out there.
I know, right? Something that nobody expected. No
You
one
know?
right now expect our view to be like this at this time of the season.
Yeah.
Can't
Yeah.
can't really set tired legs as yet. That, that that's
Nah.
that's 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 the word of Ludlow right now.
Very, very young team. Can't say tired legs.
Yeah,
And most
exactly.
of those games played in Jamaica.
Yep. So the player get
Yeah.
time to rest.
Yeah, get time to rest. And guess what? Like teams in Europe have to play on the weekend. They bypass their weekend and rest for the whole weekend and then play midweek.
Yep. Like for instance, this week coming.
Yeah, this is a full fixtures of game for the Jamaican Premier League. 7 games. We haven't had this in the last couple of weeks now because of Cavalier and HarbourView.
Yeah.
So they can't say it's rest.
Not entirely, but if you look on it, you want to play overseas, going at the big level. You
Yeah,
know you have fixtures within you have 2 game, 3 game within a good week span. So you have to get used to that. You can't really tell the people them, oh, it's fatigue and all these things.
Yeah.
You just have to break your mind into it saying, hey, a football I play.
Yeah. Yeah, and the CFU championship has been dominated, by Trinidad teams. But Robin Hood is one of the team that is really dangerous. I did some research on that team, and in their history, they had a few Dutch coach came over in the past and coached them. They have a philosophy that they work on. So you could see that they are miles away from. Not really all miles, but they're at a distance away from JPL teams. You could see the technical ability on the ball. They remind me of teams that's in the Central American, teams like in El Salvador and Honduras, and Costa Rica, but playing those tournaments, we will learn from it, and see where the rest of the islands around us are in football, So, I mean, Cavalier and HarbourView will learn. They are not the last, but HarbourView is a team that well experienced in this tournament. They and Portmore are the only Jamaican Premier League team, to win this title. So, HarbourView will be back. They're just going through a little struggle. But we're going to creep into the show right now. Montego Bay won back-to-back for the first time. Saw the two finalists. Played just minutes ago. Speid versus Tappa. And HarbourView, LimeHall, and Molynes yet to win a game after season. 3 teams down there fighting. Look, Leo, the last time HarbourView got relegated, it was the year when I was born, 28 years ago.
Years that are going up. So you can imagine.
The last time one of those big top traditional 4 teams go down in this Premier League, it was Portmore, and they come back with a bang and won back-to-back.
True. That was what 27. What was that?
I think they went down around 2015 and come back 2016, 17, something like that.
Yeah, they came back 2017. Yep.
Yeah, so as you said, we're going, I'm going to just peep over the fence a little bit, with the team, Montego versus Cavalier. That game drew 2-2, at Stadium East. But what you have to say, before I go any further, about Lenny Hyde coaching Montego. You see his effects started to turn over in this Montego team?
Well, honestly, when they just start out, like Montego start out, wouldn't say bad, but on a whole, they really put out the effort, but knowing that they don't really have that competitiveness about them, you can't just say, let I give them that push there and that change it.
Yeah.
You understand? Because remember right now, Cavalier is not really on fire, but they're contenders for the top 6. Yeah. So they really give a fight. And plus adding in Nelson to the team, give them a really push and a really boot. So
yeah,
you can see them going forward, like they're really good going forward right now. But with Lenny Hyde on top of them, well, we can't expect them to be out of the top 6.
Yeah, the Nelson, both Nelson brothers are on fire right now in the league. Saw what happened last week. Both of them go guns down at it in Stadium East. That game drive 2-2.
Yep.
2 brothers scored. Was that the first time ever that happened in the Premier League? Both brothers scored a brace.
Actually, yeah, that's the first time. That I know of. I don't know about
you. Yeah, that's what I know.
Yeah.
The only brothers I probably could say do something like that is the Wolves.
Yeah,
Wolverine and Kenny,
Yeah, we did. I think no, it was just Wolves. Yeah, the Wolves brother for real.
Yeah, any other brothers supposed to come and try to compete against what happened last week, a couple of days ago. It has to be the Wolves, the Wolves brother. But Nelson, 6 goals in 6 games last season. He was at Molynes, with Jason Wright. I think he got around 7 goals in the Premier League. He's more than half, 3/4 that deficit right now. I think if he can stay fit, Dumbo holding that team that can go all the way. But I feel like, Steve Barnett, the former Calabar player, I think he needs to come on board and start to score. But he has his patch. That's how he play. He go on a streak where you don't score for 5-6 games, and then he just come in with a bang.
Yep.
And just start to score goals. But defensively, I think this team need a shake up. Do you see you ever you saw that Clarendon College center half?
And in the Manning Cup this year?
Yeah, the Costa Cup. That I think he's a
You
number
talk about
6.
Arges?
Yeah, Agis.
Yeah. I
Then
saw
you
him a
can
couple.
get that player probably in and try to boost this Dumbledore. This is a really good team, but
So
we still have to remember that Dumbledore is a team, lost so many players, transfer after transfer after transfer.
So let me tell you the thing about that now, because I don't know. I researched a couple of the Clarendon College kids. They have problem with RGs and his weight, and how he going into match. Sometimes he's not match fit and all that. So that Manning Cup and the Premier League are two different things. So
Yeah,
we have to
definitely.
you bringing in RGs as that center half appear with what's his name, the light skin you at the back. I
Yeah,
call him
I
Ratty.
don't
Used to
remember
know from
exactly what you're
Santos.
talking
Yeah,
about.
we call him Ratty from Santos. That's the only name me know of us. Cause
Yeah,
me
yeah,
remember
yeah, yeah,
seeing
yeah,
him a
yeah,
long time ago. Yeah,
yeah,
but it a cost work. It might need for work for get down some of that weight there playing in the Jamaica
yeah,
Premier League. Cause not everybody's like that for his size.
yeah,
You understand? And you have to really be experienced, even if you do have that kind of weight. So
yeah.
it's hard,
Right.
but it can
Yeah.
happen on linear.
Huh?
It can happen. No linear, you can just, bring him in the team, join them a
Yeah,
little bit. Make
yeah,
him
yeah,
lose probably a good 40, 50 pounds.
yeah. Remember, when Alex Thomas was playing for Arnett Garden, he was like that too.
Yeah, true. But as I said, experience.
Experience, yeah.
Yep.
But I mean, it's a step up. It's a high step up from D Cup to the Premier League. But
Yeah.
I feel like coming in this number one team with experienced players, so he can probably give them a little boost. Probably,
True.
bring that youthfulness, that pace in the back.
That's the thing that they need. They need some more youth in the team. What do you think about Dixon? I think you should bring Dixon in.
Yeah. Dixon, this Clarendon team is really good. Is
Yep.
really good. But let's talk about Tivoli Garden. The team, that's been scoring goals. But for last probably 4 or 5 games now, they've been kind of deeper farm. But our farmer coach, farmer junglist Jerome Wade. He's surprised
Jerome.
Jerome Wade, took that job and go coach Tivoli Garden.
He said I was surprised.
Yeah, he is surprised of that.
Yeah, definitely I was. Any other team, would have be probably like an outer state team, like probably you'd have said, don't be worried, or a
Yeah,
team
yeah,
like from East, or probably HarbourView, but Tivoli
yeah.
though, it's hard to recommend for him. Like
This
Jerome going to
this
Tivoli is
something
crazy.
like this could never happen 30 years ago in Jamaica.
No, not 30, gone too far. 20 years ago, 10 years ago, nah, couldn't happen.
Yeah, this will never happen. But this young striker though, he's making strides right now in the Jamaican Premier League. I watched that interview, with him at Unseen TV. Big up to Unseen TV. So did that interview with Justin Dunn. He was talking about after leaving KC and joining up with a private school like an academy. I never know anything about this player. I see him last season, but I don't see him like because that
Yeah,
Tivoli team was really playing woeful football. But this season, he's scoring, and he looked like he made a lot of improvement under Jerome Wade. And Jerome Wade is a coach been known to get the best out of strikers, and he's a striker that is really athletic, and that's the type of strikers Jerome Wade like. You could see, when it's time at Arnett Garden, so many young, fast strikers came to the ranks through him. And Justin Dunn is another one that, doing really good at Garden right now. But you saw him anytime in the past in the Premier League?
no, actually, yesterday I heard about him. Like I didn't even know he just came out of this the schoolboy level like last year.
Yeah,
So I just heard about it yesterday. So kudos to him. He looks like a really good athletic striker. Always moving.
yeah.
Not that regular standing nine. So as I said, Jerome always get the best out of him striker. So let's see how him go. Him left on what 6 or 7 for the season already.
9.
Wow.
He's the
Wow. Oh
first
yeah,
player
he
in the
scored a double.
Premier
Oh
League to
yeah.
score He's the first player in this Premier League to score a hat-trick, I think. Then Javi and Brian from Waterhouse did it.
So and we're not even fully yet in the mid-season. So
yeah, and he scored.
Looks like there's more to come.
Normally when a player got 9 goals, it normally be in February.
yeah. Mid-season or later than that.
Yeah, but if you could, I'm gonna pull up something right now because the goal scoring sheet, there's a lot of goals. The youngsters been scoring goals in the Premier League this season. And I think Javi and Brian is the next one. He's coming from Mid-Forest last season in Tier 2 and his debut season in the Premier League, scoring goals for Waterhouse, So Justin Dunn is on 9, Javi and Brian from Waterhouse, is on 6 with Nelson, and young Shaquille Bradford from HarbourView that scored today, he's on 5, and our boy Kimon Arbron is on 4, sharing with that Rasta from Mount Pleasant, Kimon Bailey.
Kimon Bailey, yep.
Yeah, so this is a good, pretty stats, for strikers.
Yeah, for the first couple of weeks, look good.
Yeah, for the first, it's week match day 9. We have, it's not like we turn over yet.
Yeah, still have a long way to go.
We still have a long way to go, But Tivoli Garden, is on a run where Tivoli is just up and down. It's just a mixed bag. Draw, lose, draw. But they still manage to find themselves right behind the Junglers. 1.14 and it got is on 15. And Dumbledore, I think the first 3 weeks after campaign, Dumbledore sit bottom of the table. Now they climb their way up. They're unbeaten in their last 4. Win 2 and draw 2. They sit in 10th position and 9 points. So I think Dumbledore, it's going to be at. You see this 6th position drop down all the way to around 10. It's going to be a finish. It's going to be a finish. Huh?
You think so?
Yeah, it's going to be a finish for that one position.
It happened last year. Remember with Dumbledore and Portmore?
Portmore, 1 point.
1 point.
41 and 40. 1 point.
So what the thing is, I heard this is what I heard, and this is from a source, a good source. That game that Dumbledore won in Mount Pleasant was a fell game, apparently.
Yeah.
Not to let Portmore go through.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I don't know.
Yeah, this is one of the reasons why gambling is not in Jamaica for football.
You understand?
You can bet on racehorse and anything else, but not for football. Just
not for football.
No. No. But yeah, but that last probably 5 minutes of that game though, it could have go anywhere as even Tivoli just rushed down the pressure and down the holding. They got so many opportunities, even that young striker we just spoke about, Dunn. He took a shot on Hyatt and he knocked over Hyatt. Hyatt after call for the medical staff to come on the pitch. So Tivoli could have easily won that game, but kudos, it was a really good game yesterday. Going to go to another game. Portmore, versus Waterhouse, for some time now, I think for the last 5 fixtures, these teams just been drawing. I don't know what is going on with Portmore and Waterhouse, man.
I heard from the same source again, it's very difficult to play down in Montego Bay by West Paul Stadium. Like every team go down there is always a challenge.
Yeah.
So I don't really know if that's the problem or that's the fault that happened. But we'll just see. Waterhouse on the other hand, Waterhouse them now have like that consistency where you don't have like a three back-to-back win or 4 back-to-back win. We always expect them to probably win 2, lose 1, draw. You understand? So it's not like something we can consider them to be like consistent with their winnings.
Yeah. But but for the last game that though Waterhouse played Mount Pleasant and that game drew, Waterhouse Marcel Gale, he benches his leading goal scorer. And I think he haven't scored in like 3 games, Javi and Brian. Going into a big game though, he's a top striker. He's a man that been putting in the ball at the back of the net, coming up against the defending champion, a team that haven't last a game, for the whole season, and you bench him in that game, you want to beat Mount Pleasant. You want to be that first team. And, he took him off that starting 11 and put him on the bench, and start a young striker. I think his name is Morgan. He did really well as a young player. He stepped up, he pressed the back line, and, he's trying to do this thing and take a few shots, but he just didn't do what he's supposed to do. But as soon as the marksman come on, he's the only player that took the one only shot on target and test Shaquille Davis, Shaquan Davis. You know anything about Javian Bryan?
Davian Bryan, not really. As I said, a couple of friends of mine told me that he was a defender. Honestly,
Yeah.
I didn't know he was like a defender for real. They told me he played defense for a while.
Yeah.
So the transition for him to turn into a striker is a big change for him. And I saw him a couple of games. Where the only fault where me personally have with him is like in finishing.
Yeah.
Even though he's on 6 goals for the season, some of him finish could have been better. I never watched him the game against Mount Pleasant. So I probably that why. I wouldn't not speculate. Probably why. That's why Fuzzy bench him in the first place against Mount Pleasant.
Yeah, last week. But I feel like Watos though. I think Watos winless in the last 4 games now. Let me check. Watos, winless in the last 4 games. They drew 2 and lose 2. But what's going on? With Marcel Gill, and I think that midfield need some shake up. The midfield is where the shake up needs to happen, because the game that they played against Portmore, Nikai Christian and Denardo Thomas, both creative players, were dropping a little bit too deep. So you see, when the ball transition into the final third, there's no one actually to push the ball into the strikers or spray it wide to the wingers. Andre, I think his name is Fletcher. But I think Marcel Gill is having some really issues, try to sort out that midfield, because players are just running through it.
Yeah, the thing with them is I don't think them have a number 10 that can do that, as they say, transition the ball over to their striker or their outside right and left player. So I think that is the main issue with them have, that number 10, that person that can play that role there.
Yeah.
So until them find a person that can play that role, then them, that easily can fix.
But boy, I don't know what is going on over there in Jerusalem for Watos, man. But they in 5th position right now on 12 points. Their last 3 games, drew 3 and lost 3 and win 3. It's just up and down. Many teams, in this Jamaican Premier League, they are not consistent. The only team that really consistent, behind Mount Pleasant is Arnett Gardens. So, all the other teams, can get their act right in time. Coming next year. Bless you. Coming next year. But Portmore, I watch Portmore. I think a month ago when they played Molynes at Fredinta Park, and they heavily depend on Marshall and Chevron Walsh. Player Davis. They are not a team that played unity, and this is what happening to Molynes. They're not playing as a unit. Depending on too much individual players. To get that goal or to create something out of nothing, But I think, Philip Williams, coach, talking about Philip Williams, is he that coach that you think can lead Portmore to the next level, bring them back to where they belong?
Honestly, he looked like a really composed coach, what I do.
Yeah.
Him really play tactical football, as you see. So I think he made the right choice to Portmore, knowing that he has Jicey right beside him as assistant. So, and them have as help as well, because, Rudolph is helping as well, coaching. Yeah, so it's going to be a challenge, but, it's just the system. He just get the job 2 years ago. It's his second season, so we'll just watch him.
Yeah, because that free kick, that Keaton seems to score yesterday, man. I don't know what the wall was doing.
Honestly, it's just a trickery. That's it. Football right now is just about trickery.
Yeah,
you expect that to happen.
Yeah, man. That free kick to let back Waterhouse in the game, man. Waterhouse, remember, probably around in Kevin Lamy days when even when Jason them did that play, Portmore and Watos always have a little thing going. Even when Trimian Stewart, rest in peace, came over and played for Watos, they always have that little battling with both clubs. I don't know why.
1 second there.
Yeah, man.
Yo.
But people with there, they are with Leo giving a chit chat about the Premier League, man. But it's been a rock and roll in the Premier League so far. Ready back again?
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. I was saying, Portmore and Watos always have that little rivalry between them, But going to move on, a non-feature game that played in a LimeHall, they took a point away from Arnett Garden. They came back, and scored that goal to snatch that point at Draxall. But, these are the games, Arnett Garden going to have to, I don't know how they're going to do it, but they're going to have to get these 3 points somehow. But just can't imagine to keep a clean sheet, man, at Draxall, man. But
I know, right? Defensive.
Yeah, these are the results. You remember when Junglist, was rocking and rolling in the Premier League? We used to go to Village, or we used to go to even Westport Park, to play that Montego Bay team. We used to go to St. George's, Sporting Central. There's always a L or a D on our fixtures.
Westmoreland and Arena.
And even down at Froome, there's always a D and a L, for the Junglist, man. But LimeHall, I'm not expecting the Junglist to make LimeHall get that point. I would say it's a very disappointed point.
Yeah. So they say, something? I don't know. I honestly, I don't know. Like, that's not really, Arnett should never draw with that team.
Never.
From my perspective.
Yeah.
Them complaints about the field is muddy and all of that, but football, the condition of the field is not going to change at 22 players on the field. You understand?
Yeah.
So I guess they need to get that, out, they're playing in a stadium and say, all right, you have that secured. Outside of the stadium, you need to get those pints, those 3 pints.
Those 3 pints,
team like that.
Yeah. Someone to grind out these results.
Yep, you have to.
Because even though you don't win points to win the league, but we want to have that bragging rights over Mount Pleasant, because their fans is so loud.
I know, right?
Their fans is so loud, and what Arnett Garden did last season, and finished in the first position, it was remarkable what they did, because Cavalier was a giant. Mount Pleasant team was a giant, HarbourView was playing really good. So many teams, but Arnett Garden did well and they finished first. But, I think Arnett Garden, we're going to get this from a young team. This is a very, very young team, because most of these players were bench players last season and who came in from other teams to strengthen the thing. So it's a solid core that they're trying to build. I would say, I would love to see, Arnett Garden not more than I probably challenge our final.
This year?
You have to go to the final. Once you put on a red and black, you just have to go to the final. It doesn't matter what players you are.
That's every jungler's expectation of Arnett Garden. Straight to the final.
Yeah.
Straight to the final.
Yeah, there's no doubt about it. You have to go to the final. You have to go to the final, man. But disappointed one for Arnett Garden, especially when you just see Mount Pleasant drop points. You could have pulled that back out. Would that be what?
Exactly.
3 points?
Exactly.
Would that be like 3 or 4 points?
Within 3 points of them, because them drop points tonight. I think.
Yeah, it would have be that. Because they drop points. We would have gone 17. It would have be 2 points.
Wow.
That'd be 2 points, But nevertheless, we still creep up behind them. It was 5. We cut it down, to 4. Big up Joel Smith. We just spoke about, your farmer, not the farmer team, your current team, Portmore United. Portmore right now is sitting 4th right now, but Portmore is winless in their last 4.
Yeah. Yeah.
Cameroon with Mount Pleasant need to play with more balance. We're going to get there, Cameroon, but we're going to move on from Arnett Garden team. This is a team, I've seen, I think the last couple games that they played now, very United, especially with talking about Mount Pleasant, their former player, Bushy from
Yeah.
Waterhouse, scored again today. I think it's his third of the season. Coming from Central America, he gave this team a really good lift. Remember when this player was at Waterhouse, when Waterhouse was on the high, Trivante Stewart. I think he
Yeah.
scored
Yeah.
like 13 goals in that season before,
Yeah.
he got shipped out to Mount Pleasant, and then he got his contract in Central America. But Veer came back from 1-0 down after a Xavier and Virgo goal, got a red card, and then he managed to score 2 goals. Remember, Umberland is a team you don't really score that so easy. I think they have the
Yeah.
best.
Yeah. Because they have a
They
strong
have the
defense.
best. What you said?
They have a strong defense.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
they had the second best defensive record last season behind Portmore, and I think they concede around. If they're not the best, they're the second. Now, one either 15 or 17 goals that they conceded the last season. But that's a big one. For Veer. Veer. I think Veer is winning back to back. In the Premier League. Veer. They lost that game, the last game, but Veer is in 8th. Veer is in 8th position. You surprised at Veer in 8th position at match day 9?
Yeah, honestly, I'm surprised. Veer should have. Anybody right now would expect Veer probably to be like 10, 11, but 8,
Yeah,
there's something not going on that side there, by playing football.
yeah. So
Yeah.
something. Who is the coach? Who's the coach down there?
No,
Who's the coach?
Veer? Is it no, Linval? Yeah, Linval Dixon is the coach, I
Oh,
think.
Rudy Dixon.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, big. But I never went to that venue before, the Wembley Center. I never, and this is a Clarendon derby. I never went down there before. But to what I see, it's a cage stadium. It's very small.
Oh yeah, I never seen it before.
I never go to this venue. That's one of the venues that I never go to Effortville, and I never went to Wembley Center. Veer. I think Veer and another team used to play there. Veer was Jamaica, right?
Yeah, they changed. Yeah, they changed to Jamaica. They changed from Jamaica for real.
Yeah. So
I never visited that side there before.
yeah.
Sporting
So
Central was one of the side. I'm down that side. I never visited and watch play, but other than that, that's the only Clarendon team.
Okay, so people, that was the Clarendon derby between Veer and Humble Lion. Last season, Humble Lion beat them 2-0 and drew 0-0. This is Humble Lion, the first time Humble Lion, before this game, Humble Lion only lost 1 time to Veer in the last 12 games. So this is a big result for Veer United. Big one, over O'Neill Bigger Thompson and Andrew Price. Two experienced custodian in the Premier League. But this game, Treasure Beach are playing at States and Montego Bay. This is a big result, for Montego Bay. I don't know, the number 10 for Mount Pleasant, for Montego Bay.
Number 10, the Brazilian?
Yeah.
No. No,
like
really, no.
you seen him play?
Yeah, I see him play live because I was down there 3 weeks ago and they were playing on it at over by the jungle. So I see him play. Very, very, very technical player.
Yeah. Big up to Jean Claudia. He's a player that, like we chit chat like every other day or so. Just before I came and I was watching the game. We were talking about the game that played down there at States, and he told me that Montego Bay have scored 11 goals in the Premier League, and he's participated in 10 of those goals, 5 assists and 1 goal.
Wow.
Yeah. So he said that he's the one that gave Brian Brown that opening goal. He kicked the corner, and then he's the one that gave the ball to the winger to get the ball in the box to Brian Brown to score against. So Ramba Brown scored 2 goals in that game. Came back and won that game. For Montego Bay. But lovely Brazilians, man. Nice people to talk to. He love his football. He love his football.
Yep.
Yeah, and he always talk really good things about Montego Bay, and he said that he wish the Jamaican players on his team would be a little bit more dynamic, played a little bit more speed, cause he said that they not saying they are not quality, but just to understand his mindset and how he brought up to play the sport, that's that's way beyond us. So he said that as soon as Rambo came in the team, him and Rambo just started to click. And I was like, yeah, remember Rambo? I tell him, say, hey, Rambo is a player that played throughout in the USL. He went to Albania. He played all over the world.
Are we talking about D. Brian Brown?
Yeah. Yeah, Brian Brown.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah, Brian Brown, is back at Montego Bay. I think he used to play for HarbourView before Yeah. So I think he used to play for Russies, in the D Cup.
Yeah.
Was it Russies?
Yeah, it was Russies. One of the highest score kid when he went back then. Yeah, I think he like 30 something goal.
Yeah, 30 something goal. So Montego Bay won back to back. But yeah, it was actually 4 Brazilian. He told me that it was 4 Brazilian, but one of the Brazilian and Nadia dos Santos kind of have some disagree, and he went back home. So it's just 3. The CDM / center half, which is I think his name is Luca. And then you have Gene, the number 10, and then you have William Ferreira, which is goalkeeper. Which is,
yeah.
I think he is a hatted goalkeeper.
Yeah. Honestly, I really he gets overhyped sometimes. I don't know. I think that's how he is. No, can't change his personality.
I was at that game, the same game where you went and saw them. I was at that game, and I was sitting right behind where that lineswoman was at when Shea Smith scored the goal that they said it wasn't goal.
Yeah.
I was right behind him, and just to see, the keeper came over and rushed the referee, and kudos to that lineswoman, because she stood her ground and she kept her composure really tight and was looking at everyone talking, But yeah.
Yeah, I was at that game too. I actually came when they were taking off Shea.
Oh, you actually came when they were taking off Shea.
I was right there where the lineswoman is over on the beach side.
Wow.
Yeah, so
if
I'm coming at the theater, me hear the spectator them and say, "Oh, the keeper, madman," and that kind of thing. So if I'm them trying to oversee him and say, "All right, I keep over hype,"
Yeah. So yeah, Montego Bay won back-to-back in the Premier League for the first time this season. Montego Bay stepped up, I think, on level points in 9th position. So you have 4 teams on 11 points. Cavaliers at 6 and 11. Humble Lion, Veer, and Montego Bay. I tell you about the 6th spot. This 6th spot is going to be something that you're going to look out for. I'm telling you.
So you remember last season? So you remember last season when Montego Bay kicked off their season like really, really hyped,
Yeah.
3 wins out of 3.
Yeah.
All going up, and then what happened after?
Yeah. But
early competitor them you have to just watch.
The Brazilian, he told me that he's really pumped up to try. He's trying his best to get this team in the top 6. That's his aim. And I said, Gene, remember, this is a Premier League. What happened last year? It wasn't here last year. I can tell you. Montego Bay was playing, really good football, and they fall short. Which is a long season. You understand? This is your first season, but he's very competitive. I know another thing that I said, do you get mustard a lot around when you go to grounds? He said yes. The players on the field most time a lot tell him, oh, you's not a Brazilian, you're not skillful enough, go back to, but he said he used to that. Yeah, he used to that, and he's coming from a really competitive level in Brazil. He actually played in the States Cup, up north. I think I forgot what state he said he's from, but he played with some real teams against it, like some real teams like in the Brasileiro.
Is it the Brasileiro? Okay.
Yeah, but the only time he get to play them is when he's playing in the States Cup. Brazilian League have like a State Cup where they played first before they go in in their natural season, you know. So yeah, it's like something like a FA Cup, you know,
FA
where
Cup,
they
that's
play.
what I say. Yep.
Yeah,
Okay.
So he played at a really high. But you can see though, he's a step above most of the midfielders in the league. It's just
Oh,
that
hell yeah.
he's playing on a team that is kind of weak, compared to his standard.
Yeah, and I think he did help in the midfield because I think he was
Yeah.
just holding him and the captain. I don't remember the captain name, but he can play as well.
And he's I love about him. He's a fit player.
Yeah. You can see 90 minutes non-stop running.
Non-stop running. He's a
Yep.
fit player. He said Arnett Garden was the best team he played against. Movements, they would kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, he said
And you
Arnett
can
Garden
see he was really tired that game, but he was still pressing though.
Yeah, he was still pressing though, but he said, you know what he told me? He said Giant Thomas is the best midfielder he's seen in Premier League.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, he
One
said
National.
He said National is the best midfielder. He said as soon as you think he got in, he gone.
Gone, yeah.
He said that Mount Pleasant is a really good team, but no midfield. He loves playing Mount Pleasant because he gets so many opportunities. He get time with the ball, but when he plays against Arnett, no time.
Yeah, they're always on him. Always.
Yeah, and
Marlon Allen,
yeah,
that's what I was just
gonna say. He said Marlon Allen was at his ankle all game long.
yeah.
Nah,
give you a chance to turn or nothing.
Nah, give no chance to turn,
comfortable.
Man. Yeah. So we're going to go to the Monday night fixtures. Molynes versus HarbourView. Two teams haven't won. Ludlow Bernard. Alex Thomas got fired. What's his name? Molynes coach. He's a former reggae boy, right? Stuart.
The new
Daniel
coach.
Stuart.
Is he?
Yeah, I think he's a former reggae boy.
Is his name Donald Stewart?
I don't. I think that's his name. Donald. I think Donald Stewart. He used to be on the Jamaica College school. He used to be on the Jamaica College board too, coaching staff.
Oh, I have never heard of him. I've never watched that match because probably when that match I play when I sleep, honestly.
So
I'm gonna get to watch the Cavaliers match.
But that game though, Jason Wright was on the bench. Jason Wright was on the bench. Livingston was on the bench. Two top man was on the bench.
Jason Wright for me not playing at his best right now. So
yeah,
coach perspective, in my feet, bring him in.
Yeah, probably have to shake him up. And he came on and played a wonderful game.
Yeah, he actually came on and get what in the last of it he get probably.
Yeah, he got that goal.
Yeah.
Nelson scored a penalty. But I feel bad for Molynes because they just threw away the game, to HarbourView.
Stupid red card, man.
Stupid red card. Stupid. They got 2 red cards.
Yeah. And I only see the last one.
They could have won it.
You see the last one, right?
They could have won it. Both teams could have won it. The Shaquille Bradford for HarbourView could have won it. Jason Wright in the last could have won it.
Yeah, I heard that he got a penalty and missed.
Yeah. He missed a PK. He missed a PK in the game. Just I think to go 2-2. I think.
Yeah.
And he came back to score. But look, Molynes, this is the best I've seen them play. Why? They played a more collective football. They played as a unit. That those players, Livingston, Jason Wright, and Nelson, Jeremy Nelson, they just want to do everything by themselves.
Yeah, true. And I don't know if you noticed, Jeremy since last week is playing centre back.
Exactly. He playing really deep.
Not really deep. He's playing there.
I seen last game. He went in that position last game.
Yeah. In this last one I seen there too. Probably like 7, 8 minutes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I seen him play there the last game.
I don't know. They probably have defensive woes, so probably that's why they put him in there because he's mostly a midfielder though.
Yeah, he more likely a midfielder, but the 2 top strikers for HarbourView, Young Bradford that scored, and you probably know this player, Fagan.
Fagan,
coming from Southeast Asia. You know what, 30, 35, something like that.
34, yeah.
34, you know. Is it defensive problem for HarbourView or midfield issue? Because I don't see what is really going on right now.
Honestly, I think it's both midfield and defense. It's like they're not getting that gel in the
Yeah,
midfield. Yeah, they're not getting that gel from the defense to the midfield. Attacking wise, they have that, but
they have it.
the midfield and the defense line is all over the place, yo.
Yeah, because Ludlow Bernard, you know, almost every post game interview that he did, he always talking about giving away cheap goals.
Yep,
Cheap
yep.
goals,
And
cheap goals, cheap goals.
you remember last year he complained about not scoring. Now
Not
he's
scoring.
scoring. Now he's
Yeah.
scoring. Then he has a problem with conceding goals. So,
So
as you can see,
yeah, HarbourView have scored 8 goals and conceded 12. You know, so they have a -4. You know, but I feel like when I heard the news that Ajuma Johnson was going to HarbourView, I was like, okay, this is the player.
yeah,
And then I heard, okay, they got Fagan, back from in Indonesia, Vietnam, wherever he's coming from in Southeast Asia. And I was like, whoa, big news. You know,
yeah.
how about you going to push on? But
and
it's
getting
just
Bradford too.
huh?
And getting Bradford too.
Yeah, because Bradford was at Watos where he scored 9 goals last season.
Yeah.
You know, so it's someone that proven his worth, and he scored. I think this is his 5th goal now of the season.
Yeah.
You know, so he's a striker that going to score once you give him the chance.
True.
And I think Fagan is a good player to partnership with up front. Very experienced. You know, you can lean on him. You know, he will sacrifice his goal, his running behind just to let him do all that because he's younger player. You know.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. So.
But for the experience of Fagan, like since a long time ago that he might play in Asia. Long time.
Yeah. Yeah.
Probably like a good 12, 13 years now he might play Asia.
I think he played for like 4 teams down there.
Probably more than that. But it's him have an experience where him know how to play, you know? Because I can see slightly he's playing like a number 10 role a little bit.
Yeah.
Watch the game. Yeah, he's making Bradford, stand a little bit because he's doing some of the running for him.
Yeah, it's just like when Berbatov and Rooney was playing together.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know,
that partnership is all right.
Yeah, partnership, yeah. Both teams, last season, both teams, drew 1-1 and 0-0. So another draw again with them. HarbourView draw the last game against Portmore. LimeHall draw with Molynes last game. So, both teams just drawing. It's like they're artists, man.
That's a draw coming in.
But we at the last fixtures, out of the 7 games that played over the weekend. Cavalier versus Mount Pleasant. Tappa versus Speid. Speid has got the best of Tappa for the first time since Tappa.
First time.
The first time.
Not even since, it's the first time.
The first time,
But honestly, me never expect that. And you fair fact never expect that.
Nah, especially when go down to 10, man.
Go to 10. Exactly.
No.
But what do you think about the yellow card, the first yellow card?
I didn't see that. I got up, to go downstairs or something, and I didn't see that. I heard them talking about it though.
Yeah, man. I'm not saying ref nowadays.
Yeah.
In my eyes, it's not a yellow card. The second one, is a yellow card, but the first one, nah, way wrong, man.
Yeah.
And I think they should contest it though.
Yeah, you saw that thing that happened in the Jamaica college game on stats, that penalty kick.
The penalty, yeah, I saw it.
What's your thoughts on that?
Peter was talking about it too.
What do you think? They said the ball rolled before. I don't know, man.
So what I see in my eyes, it did. But knowing that the ref and the third official, right? The ref have to make that call first because he's like, I would say 4 or 5 feet away.
Yeah.
But he cannot see from the angle.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the dude is a left footer, I think. So he cannot see from that angle. So in my defense, he would not see. I can't say, oh yeah, he should have called it back. You
Yeah.
just can't see just a regular referee error.
You know, I want to say something. You know, a few of that JC shots that went in, the stats keeper came off his line a few
Yeah,
times,
I
and
think two
no
of them.
one called it back.
Two of them for me. Yeah, he
Yeah,
did two
two
of
of
them.
them, and no
Yep.
one called it back. And
Man, the ref.
you know what my brethren said. I bet as soon as he save a penalty, they're going to
Not call
find
it
out.
back.
And exactly the same thing happened.
we all know that going on. So when the people gonna argue, we not fighting it.
You know,
I know
there's
that go.
something on the screen. You know, this
I'll put
fan,
on
you know,
it.
Karume Yui, you know, said Mount Pleasant need to play with more balance, too much individual, no chemistry. What you have
Yep,
to say?
definitely right. Definitely. So for me, Demar Phillips is doing too much individual work. You
Yeah,
know, always trying to make the final pass. Always, I get that
yeah,
he's the number 10, but some of the time you have player on the right, you have player on the left, need seeking at the ball, but
yeah,
he's making more of the long passes, meaning he's trying to dictate the game, even though it's
yeah,
his position. But some of the time, he just need to play around with his team. You know, you got
yeah,
2, 3 guys around him that can easily put out wide
yeah.
or through the channel, but he decided to go long. I don't know if he's impressing somebody or something. I don't know.
This is a Tappa philosophy. No chemistry.
You
This
think
is
so?
no, it is. If you look at he coached the national team,
Yeah,
when he need a CDM, who he went for? Watson.
yeah.
Yeah, you understand? And if you look at this Mount Pleasant team, so many players, they have quality, but they are hard working players.
Hmm.
Sule Makala, even though Devante Campbell is a really good youngster, he worked hard as a winger. You know, the player that left Arnett Gardner, the striker, remind me of
Deacon.
his name.
No, you mean Allen?
Marlon Allen,
No, not Marlon Allen. His name is Allen too. Is it Marlon Allen? Yeah.
something like that.
It's
He's
Allen
a
though. His last name is Allen.
Yeah, he's a hard working player, and he's getting the nod sometimes over Chung. You know, Chung is more like a refined striker where you know he's going to wait, but Allen going to run the defensive line.
Yeah, yeah.
You understand? Demar Phillips, he will work his socks off. You know, so Tappa put these players in first. He look at that more than technical ability, and
So
this
what?
what
Go
you
ahead, go
said.
ahead. No, go ahead.
And this team can play much better. They have a Caribbean player on the team named Daxley. He's a good player,
Yep.
and he's not getting any game.
I was just about to say before I try to cut you off. So the midfield problem. Do you think Guthrie, Phillips, and Oil is the right choice?
I don't. You know, I'm glad you brought that up because you know this is a question I was going to ask you. You know, can Guthrie complement Howell? And you know, Howell is a player, you know, really will get a compliment from players that you know, play similar, like for like him. And you know, Guthrie is a player that's going to take so much touch off the ball. Howell is tic-tac-toe.
Yeah.
You know, I watched the game in New York where they played Guatemala and Howell and Speedy Williams. You know, Speedy Williams not going to take many touches off the ball.
Yeah, 2,
And
3,
both
that's
of
it.
them complement each other's. So, you know, I feel like if he just need to find, and then Phillips is another player that when Owen give him the ball, he just want to do so much, keep the ball moving. So when Owen open up a gap for them, they close it by taking 3-4 touches off the ball. So the ball now transition as fast as it should be going on, especially on the wing with Devante Campbell, because Devante Campbell had that Cavalier right back in his back pocket
Yeah, easily.
easily. And in the second half, probably the last 20 minutes of the game, he haven't got so much touches on the ball anymore. Why? Because Phillips decided he has to drop way deep and he's playing into that's our space.
That's exactly. That's what I was saying. I don't think that position is right for him. Like if he played the 10 that he's playing is too much way on the 6. Like he doesn't have to drop that deep.
Exactly. You have to be a little bit more intelligent.
Exactly.
You can't drop too deep. You cannot drop too deep when you're playing that number 10. Especially, Gotcha love to be on the ball. Always love to be on the ball. You have to trust them. You have to trust those players, to bring the ball up for you. And it's the partnership. It's the game plan, and I think the coach. Look, Tappa is a midfielder. Who else can fix it?
That's the thing.
Tappa is a midfielder. Who else can fix it?
That's the thing. I'm trying to figure out if Leonardo is not fit to start. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Leonardo is a very good midfielder. Why is he not starting though?
No, man.
Remember this, Leonardo was the one that get Mount Pleasant to the final.
Yeah.
He scored, 4 goals in 4 games?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah, so why is he not starting? Is it a fitness problem or something?
Talking about Rankin?
Yeah, Leonardo Rankin, yeah.
Yeah. Rankin is a player that, he's not the best, but he keep the ball moving.
Yeah, and that's what OL needs. That's what OL wants. You need somebody that can do that.
But they paying. I heard they paying Gotcha big bucks, so they're not going to bench him.
They're paying him a lot of money, so that's why.
They're not going to bench him, and I think yesterday was his birthday, and he scored today. So kudos for him.
Nice, and he got
first goal of the season.
Hopefully, the injury is not that not that deep. So he came off.
Daniel Green is back.
Yeah.
Another star-studded player.
Man, what?
I'm trying to ask a lot of people. He's sitting on the bench. A couple seasons ago, he was one of the top marksmen in the league.
What do you think is going on?
Man. The same thing we saw in the Jamaica system is the same thing going on down at Mount Pleasant.
I think so.
Tappa is not picking the best players. He's just picking the players who he think can probably do some dirty work for him.
Feel that space, yeah.
Look, as a coach, you have to take your ego out of it. You have to pick the best players that sometimes suit the system you want to play against that opponent coming up. So I don't know, man, but who's your favorite though? To win the league.
I would say it's either Cavaliers, Arnett, and Mount Pleasant. Those 3.
Yeah. I still feel like this Cavalier team is a real good quality team.
Yeah, and first of all, we are talking about a team that sell 3 of their most important players. Putting
Atkinson in this team.
Yeah, and their defense line, Richard King. So know that team will. But they do have, a midfielder right now that's looking good. Adrian Reed, the young schoolboy.
Yeah. Adrian Reed.
Is
he a junior?
Huh?
Is he a junior?
He is a junior. It's Adrian Reed that you know.
That's what I asked if he's a junior. That's what.
Yeah, but I don't think he put a junior on it though.
Oh.
So it is his junior, but
There's a player that played for Tivoli. His name is Nikolai Fuller.
No, it's not Fuller. No.
You know that player?
Nice player. Good striker of the ball.
Player,
good striker of the ball.
Good player.
Yeah.
He have confidence with the ball at his feet. He love 1v1.
Yeah. So I'm gonna tell you about that player what we used to play with as a youth. He not change. His name Owie. He play for Tivoli as well. Yeah. Morris? Yeah.
What's his name?
Morris. The one in the middle of the 7. Look at the shortest man of the Premier League. Play with Tivoli.
What's his first name?
Howard Morris.
Howard. Oh!
We call him Owie.
Oh, yeah, man. Remember him, man.
Since we are about 12, our son, that you there play. And me I tell him nothing changed about him game. Nothing. Nice footballer.
Yeah.
Great strike at the ball. He knew how to play it, vision correct, everything.
Yeah.
Yeah, so as we said, Tivoli is a team where contend. I think Tivoli probably fall 5 or 6. Probably you have to watch out the Tivoli this season, honestly.
So you have Mount Pleasant.
No, if we win the league,
Cavalier
it's
on
either
it.
Mount Pleasant Cavaliers are on it.
So Tivoli would be an underdog team.
Tivoli will be an underdog team for me.
Any surprising team to make that top 6, that down there? Who you think?
That down there,
I tell you, so you have
I'll go for
Church
Veer.
Beat down there. You have. I mean, Dumbarton made it last season. You have Veer, Humberland make it last season. You have Montego Bay. You still have HarbourView, but out of Veer, Montego Bay or Church Beat, which one you think more likely can
Veer.
Veer? Yeah.
Veer confident up, especially with Bushy coming down
Pushing.
there. Yeah?
But he said it's only for 2 to 3 months.
Really?
Yeah, he said he's on a loan.
Oh wow, I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's what he said. They played a game. When he scored a free kick.
That's Stadium East?
Yeah, at Stadium East.
Yeah.
I think trying to remember who was that. I don't know if it was LimeHall. Let me see.
The team who scored a free kick against?
It was LimeHall. Yeah,
it was LimeHall.
Yeah, so during that he said, you only going to be here for a couple of months and then you go back, I think, to El Salvador.
Oh.
Yeah, so I mean it's a good addition. They could pick up some points and he's doing a really good job right now.
Yeah. If you can bring them to that top 6,
Yeah. But Leah, thanks for passing through, man. Really appreciate it, brother. Really appreciate the support,
Yeah, man.
Yeah, talk about the Jamaican Premier League. We might watch Premier League in England every day, but JPL our bread and butter.
Yeah. We can't get that right.
Yo, when the JPL break, my head hurt me, Cause when the JPL break, my head hurt me because I constantly think, who on it to go coming?
Yeah. Which new side and all?
Yeah, which new player going to come in?
Yeah. So I think as I said, that heard again from a source, Deacon probably come back on loan.
Deacon.
Yeah.
But I take Hustler right now because one, Shea Smith not going to give me a 100. Kim and Arbonne, he's going to score, but he's not going to give me that performance. I think I need that spark come off the bench.
Yeah,
I mean,
the
youth that scored back to back now, Rushian Thompson, he scored last week, I think, and we played a game a couple of days ago, and we played yesterday against LimeHall. So he scored back to back.
He scored the game that he won.
Yeah, he scored.
Yeah, he man national scored a game there.
Yeah, so I think we need that sparks though. We need that sparks.
And then what's his name? Kelsey, I think injured. I think.
Yeah, that's the thing that's hurting on it, God. Rashid Kelsey, a really good player.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, really good player, man. Arnett Garden is kind of light right now in that front shoe.
Yeah, in that
kind of light.
That front four for real.
Because if Warner Brown go down, who are gonna really replace him?
That's I've been thinking about that. What if he got injured? There's no 9 coming off the bench. But I think the India League break. What do you think? Parker coming back?
Parker?
Yeah, India League break. Parker is back in the country.
Yo, I love to see Parker with Warner Brown right now.
Parker is back in the country. I don't know what's going on.
Man, I think he scored in his last couple of games for the Indian team. He's going to score loads of goals in that league, though.
Yeah.
Parker is a man that scored over 80 Premier League goals, so
True. He's up there in the ranks.
You know who? I don't know. I'm asking a question, bro. You know who is the leading goal scorer for Arnett Garden in the Premier League?
Overall?
Yeah.
Is it Pele? You think Pele had the leading goal scorer? I think.
You know why? You know why we can easily say that? Because he's been playing since what in 99, 97, something like that.
Yeah, way back when. So I think he is. Honestly.
Parker Black scored. I'm going to try and check it up because Parker Black scored over 80 Premier League goals for Arnett Garden. You know, that's a lot.
For Arnett or for in the Premier League?
Oh, I think
Park
it's for
so
Arnett.
that boys told, you know.
Yeah, I think it's for Arnett Gardner though. I think it's for
Really?
Arnett.
Damn.
He scored
that much.
loads of goals. You know who scored some goal too in his local probably 5 year there? Ramsey.
Which Ramsey?
Kirk Ramsey.
Oh yeah.
But he's not up there now, but he scored. So he was up there every season. Even though Arnett Gardner was struggling, he was up there.
And not even only him, Strickland as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
Leon Strickland scored a whole lot of goals for Arnett Gardner too.
A lot of goals.
A lot. You know,
I think he probably gone over 30 or 40.
Yeah, you know, Leon Strickland have scored a lot of goals. You know, even Kwame Richards.
Yep.
Even probably Kwame Richards scored a lot of goals. You know, but that's a good thing to check out though. But I think Devon Adges and Kevin Lamy is the top leading goal scorer in the Premier League. Yeah, I think so.
I think overall.
Yeah, I think I've seen something like that on the website. You know,
No, but you have to remember you have this African Uchichineri. Water, what's remember that striker there?
That tell me about that player.
Yeah, I think he has. I think he has 70-something goals.
Yo, you see, this is a pretty good thing. You know, we know someone. You know Chris Williams. You know, a really good friend. We used to go Calabar with. You know, work with Chris Williams. So I'm gonna tell him to see if he can get a printout. You know, the leading goal scorer in the Premier League.
Yeah.
You know,
we need to know all those stuff for real.
Yeah, guys.
I actually play with Uche. Like 2 years ago, yeah. Back in Atlanta. He lived in Atlanta. He was this Nigerian tournament that we play every year.
Oh.
Very, very competitive tournament. And he was playing at his age, he was still playing.
Oh, yeah, man. But thanks for coming through, man. Big respect.
Yeah, man, definitely, man. In a different environment, we have to do it. You know, respectively, get me off a half day, really. Be half today is that more, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
so that be better. Just have to just do it in the real way.
Yeah, man. Bless up, man. You can jump up, man. Bless up. Yeah, man. Yeah, people. Yeah, that's the great Leo, man. You know, this is close out time. You know, who's still there, you know, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, man. You know, like up the video. You know, really appreciate everything. But yeah, match day 9 after Jamaican Premier League is done. You know, I'm going to give the fixtures, you know, for the next round. That will be round 10 of the Premier League. You know, full games, you know, full sets of fixtures are coming up. As you know, the CFU Championship is done. It's over. You know, Cavalier finish second in that CFU, so they will play in round 1 of the CONCACAF Champions League. Meanwhile, Robin Hood from Suriname will play in that round of 16. That is what I would love Cavalier to get, but they didn't get that, you know. But next games, you know, round 10, you know, the 17th of December, 3 o'clock, you have 5 3 o'clock games, you know, on the 17th. Arnett Gardner, I think, will go to Effortville Community Center. You know, that's away. And Montego Bay will host Dumbly Holding. You know, that thing that is at Westport Park. And can Mount Pleasant bounce back from that last at you call it Sabina Park? You know, they lost 2-1 today at to Cavalier 2-1. Cavalier won that game, 10 man on the pitch. And next game, you know, will be Portmore United and Cavalier. You know, Portmore, the team that, I don't know, they just keep drawing, man. Portmore, you know, keep drawing games. I think Portmore's an artist. Portmore's an artist, you know, and the next set of games will be Tivoli versus Molynes. Can Molynes get their first 3 points, you know, under their new coach? I think his name is Donald Stewart. Something like that. And Waterhouse versus Treasure Beach. that will be the Monday game. First game, 5 o'clock kickoff, and HarbourView will play LimeHall. Two teams. So HarbourView play Molynes today. They drew two teams that played who haven't won a game all season. And HarbourView going to play LimeHall now next weekend. I don't know what's going on, man. It's crazy to see what HarbourView is going through this transition. Yeah, trust me, but next week, Monday night game will be HarbourView, man, and LimeHall, two teams that haven't won a game all season. So let's see what Sean Fraser and his coach Ludlow Bernard going to do. But yeah, close out time, people. Bless up on yourself. Thanks for watching. Don't know this is the Big Bad Jamaican Premier League review show. Rhea Neville, Jamaican Premier League. Big up Rhea Neville. Always have to big up the sponsors. They must sponsor the league because this is our league. We don't really matter who people might say we are the promotion or anything. This is Jamaican Premier League. We need this to go up to one of the best leagues in Central America. We know Jamaican Premier League is the best in the Caribbean region, but we need it to get up there as the Honduras League and the Costa Rican League and all of that. But it's what this league was 10 years ago. There's a lot of strive, over the last decade. So big up to Owen Hill, big up to Chris Williams, to directing these people to drive the football forward, the right people on board to come and support the thing. So bless up, people. I'm out.